Okay, this is going to be short, but let's talk about what happens to electrons in bonds. All right, first let's talk about what's an electron. Well, electrons are negatively charged subatomic particles. They're found in orbitals surrounding the nucleus of an atom. Remember, we have the electron cloud model. That's our current atomic model. Which electrons are involved in bonds? Well, remember that's valence electrons, the electrons in the outermost energy level of an atom. And what happens to the valence electrons in metallic bonds? Well, in a metallic bond, the valence electrons are in a mobile sea of electrons. They're kind of freewheeling, they slide all over, allows to have great conductivity, allows it to be malleable, ductile, because we have those atoms arranged in layers with these electrons just sliding around. What about in ionic bonds? Well, in ionic bonds, valence electrons are transferred from one atom to another. So one atom ends up an ion with a positive charge, and one atom ends up with an ion with a negative charge. Okay, the electrons are transferred. In this case, sodium would transfer its valence electron over to fluorine. And what about in covalent bonds? Well, in covalent bonds, valence electrons are shared between atoms. Okay, so they bond and share those electrons. So they both end up with a full valence shell with a covalent bond by sharing the electrons. So, quick recap: metallic, mobile sea of electrons, valence electrons only. Covalent bond, sharing. Ionic bonds, transferring. And that's it. That's real short and sweet what happens to electrons in bonds. I hope you learned something new.